I would say music has helped me get through a lot of hard times in life, and there's a lot of times I don't think I would have made it at all if it wasn't for me getting into music. Because when I was 8 years old, I got hit by two cars and ended up losing my right leg, and ended up being comatose for 3 months. And because of that, I suffered depression, and they had me on a bunch of pills, antidepressants.
So what connection does that incident have with, losing your leg years ago and getting into music?
Well, I was depressed because after I lost my leg and being in the hospital and losing all connection with my prior friends and everything, I was in a deep depression. And the following year, when I was about 9 years old, 9 or 10, is when I actually got into like the band when I saw them. And after that, instead of focus, like I actually had something to do instead of spending all my time alone and not doing anything and just sitting there playing games by myself in a dark room. I actually had to go out and communicate with people for they can help me improve my playing. And it made me leave my small circle I had, like the bubble I had built myself, and it made me be more sociable with others around me, and it slowly made me forget about my problems. When I was in fourth grade, I was really antisocial, and I would avoid going and like hang out with people. They would invite me to go hang out with them, but I would always be like, oh no, and then go home and spend the rest of the day in my room and hardly even see my family. And then the high school's band went to perform, and it made me. I enjoyed when I saw them perform, and it made me want to try it because at that point I would watch The Simpsons constantly, and I would always be, oh, Lisa plays that instrument, I want to play that. So that's mainly what got me into wanting to start off playing saxophone. And then at that time, when they had tryouts to see if we could join them, um, I was able to play on the saxophone, but the thing was, we couldn't financially afford to rent out or buy my own instrument. So they shut me down, and they were told like, well, I can't be in the band because of that. A third party donor is actually the someone who came in and helped me by paying off my rental fees and stuff to be able to get into the band. And because I didn't want to let him down originally, I wanted to do the best I could just so that he can see that it's not just something I wanted to do on a whim and give up on right away. And since I started like playing in the band later than everyone else, they were like far ahead of me where they already knew the fingerings and stuff for the instruments where I was still being taught how to do that. So our band director would constantly stop our band practice just to help me learn how to play, and the other kids didn't really like that, so they would like try to like bully me, I guess, because of that. But like I quickly got the hang of it, and then from there I got more and more into actually knowing how to play it. And it was around this time where I also started getting into music theory and wanting to learn how to make my own music. So instead of going to lunch, I would go up to the band room and have the band director, help me learn how to do music theory and like learn how to compose my own music and learn how to change the music from one instrument to another. In high school is where I really started trying to play other instruments and learn how to perform with multiple instruments. The second instrument I learned how to play was actually the trumpet. And then after the trumpet, I also got into playing with the cello. And I played more cello than I did with the trumpet because I enjoyed it a bit more. Because I mainly wanted to learn how to play all the songs from Legend of Zelda on the cello. I would say without the people that have helped guide me this far in life, with like learning how to play the instruments and getting me into music and stuff like that, I constantly wonder where I would have actually ended up in life and if I would have been better off or even worse